Nyong'o started her career working as part of the production crew for several films, including Fernando Meirelles' The Constant Gardener 2005, Mira Nair's The Namesake 2006, and Salvatore Stable's Where God Left His Shoes 2007. She cites Ralph Fiennes, the British star of The Constant Gardener, as someone who inspired her to pursue a professional acting career. In 2008, Nyong'o starred in the short film East River, directed by Mark Gray and shot in Brooklyn. She returned to Kenya that same year and appeared in the Kenyan television series Shuga, an MTV Base Africa UNICEF drama about HIV/AIDS prevention. In 2009, she wrote, directed, and produced the documentary In My Genes, about the discriminatory treatment of Kenya's albino population. It played at several film festivals and won first prize at the 2008 Five College Film Festival. Nyong'o also directed the music video The Little Things You Do by Wahoo, featuring Bobi Wine, which was nominated for the Best Video Award at the MTV Africa Music Awards 2009. Nyong'o enrolled in a master's degree program in acting at the Yale School of Drama. At Yale, she appeared in many stage productions, including Gertrude Stein's Dr. Faustus Lights the Lights, Chekhov's Uncle Vanya, and William Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew and the Winter's Tale. While at Yale, she won the Herschel Williams Prize in the 2011-12 academic year for acting students with outstanding ability. Immediately after graduating from Yale, Nyong'o landed her breakthrough role when she was cast for Steve McQueen's historical drama 12 Years a Slave 2013. The film, which met with wide critical acclaim, is based on the life of Solomon Northup, played by Chiwetel Ejiofor, a free-born African-American man of upstate New York who is kidnapped and sold into slavery in Washington, D.C., in 1841. Nyong'o played the role of Pat C., a slave who works alongside Northup at a Louisiana cotton plantation. Her performance met with rave reviews. Ian Freer of Empire wrote that she gives one of the most committed big-screen debuts imaginable, and critic Peter Travers added that she is a spectacular young actress who imbues Patsy with grit and radiant grace. Nyong'o was nominated for several awards for 12 Years a Slave, including a Golden Globe Award for Best Supporting Actress, a BAFTA Award for Best Actress in a Supporting Role, and 2 Screen Actors Guild Awards, including Best Supporting Actress, which she won. She was also awarded the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, becoming the 6th black actress to win the award. She is the first African actress to win the award, the first Kenyan actress to win an Oscar, and the first Mexican to win the award. She was the 15th actress to win an Oscar for a debut performance in a feature film. Following a supporting role in the action thriller Nonstop 2014, Nyong'o co-starred in Star Wars: The Force Awakens 2015 as Force-sensitive space pirate Maz Kanata, a CGI character created using motion capture technology. Nyong'o said that she had wanted to play a role where her appearance was not relevant. The acting provided a different challenge from her role as Patsy. Scott Mendelson of Forbes characterized Nyong'o's role as the center of the film's best sequence, and Stephanie Zacharek of Time called her a delightful minor character. Nyong'o was nominated for the Best Supporting Actress at the 42nd Saturn Awards and Best Virtual Performance at the 2016 MTV Movie Awards for her role. In 2015, Nyong'o returned to stage with a starring role as an unnamed girl in the play Eclipsed, written by Denai Guerrera. The play takes place during the chaos of the Second Liberian Civil War, where the captive wives of a rebel officer band together to form a community, until the balance of their lives are upset by the arrival of a new girl, played by Nyong'o. Eclipsed became the Public Theater's fastest-selling new production in recent history and won Nyong'o an Obie Award for Outstanding Performance. The play premiered on Broadway at the John Golden Theatre the following year. It was the first play to premiere on Broadway with an all-black and female creative cast and crew. Nyong'o said that she understudied the play at Yale in 2009 and was terrified to play the character on stage. Her performance met with critical acclaim. The New York Times critic Charles Isherwood called Nyong'o one of the most radiant young actors to be seen on Broadway in recent seasons, shines with a compassion that makes us see beyond the suffering to the indomitable humanity of its characters. Nyong'o's performance in Eclipsed earned her a Theatre World Award for Outstanding Broadway or Off-Broadway Debut Performance, an Obie Award for a Distinguished Performance by an Ensemble, and a nomination for the Tony Award for Best Actress in a Play. In addition, she was nominated for Outstanding Actress in a Play at the Outer Critics Circle Award and a Distinguished Performance Award at the Drama League Award. Nyong'o said that she turned down Hollywood films for the part. Nyong'o co-starred in Jon Favreau's The Jungle Book 2016, a live-action, CGI adaptation of its 1967 animated original, voicing Ruksha, a mother wolf who adopts Mowgli, played by Neil Sadie. Robbie Collin of The Daily Telegraph wrote in his review that Nyong'o brought a «gentle dignity» to her role. She later co-starred in Mira Nair's Queen of Katwe 2016, a biopic based on the true story about the rise of a young Ugandan chess prodigy, Fiona Mutsi, played by Medina Nalwanga, who becomes a woman candidate master after her performances at World Chess Olympiads. Nyong'o played Fiona's protective mother, Naku Harriet. Brian Tallarico of RogerEbert.com said, "Nyong'o is phenomenal. She has an incredible ability to convey backstory." Jeff Berkshire of Variety called Nyong'o's performance simply radiant in her first live-action role since winning an Oscar for 12 Years a Slave. She imbues what could have been a stock mother figure with such inner fire that Harriet feels worthy of a movie all her own. Nyong'o reprised her role as Maz Kanata in Rian Johnson's Star Wars: The Last Jedi 2017, as well as in the animated series Star Wars: Forces of Destiny. The following year, she starred as Spy Nakia, a former member of Dora Milaje, a team of women who serve as special forces of Wakanda and personal bodyguards to T'Challa. Black Panther Chadwick Boseman, in Ryan Coogler's superhero film Black Panther 2018, which marked the 18th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In preparation for the role, Nyong'o learned to speak Xhosa and undertook judo, jiu-jitsu, silat, and Filipino martial arts training. David Betancourt of The Washington Post wrote that the film takes superhero cinema where it's never gone before by not being afraid to embrace its blackness. He particularly praised Nyong'o's portrayal of her character for avoiding stereotypical depictions of a black leading lady, writing that she throws punches, shoots guns, and steals hearts in a role she seems born for. Black Panther earned over $1.34 billion to emerge as the 9th highest grossing film of all time. Nyong'o received a Saturn Award for Best Actress nomination for the film. Following the success of Black Panther, Nyong'o starred as a kindergarten teacher dealing with a zombie apocalypse in the comedy horror film Little Monsters 2019. Amy Nicholson of Variety disliked the film but wrote that Nyong'o's deadpan humor and grace ennoble the slapstick. The 2019 South by Southwest marked the premiere of her next release, Jordan Peele's psychological horror film Us. It tells the story of a family who are confronted by their doppelgangers. Emily Yoshida of New York Magazine labeled her dual role astounding and found her portrayal of the doppelganger to be an achievement on another level, a physical, vocal, and emotional performance so surgical in its uncanniness that it almost feels like it could not be the work of a flesh and blood human. Has earned over $252 million against a budget of $20 million. Nyong'o will reprise her role as Maz Kanata for the third time in Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker 2019, which will mark the final installment of the Star Wars sequel trilogy. She is developing a television series based on Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie's novel Americana, which she will produce and star in. She will produce and star in Born a Crime, a film adaptation of Trevor Noah's memoir of the same name, in which she will play Noah's mother. Patricia will star alongside Viola Davis in The Woman King, a drama based on the Dahomey Amazons, and will lend her voice to play the giant in the live animation film Jack. She has also committed to star in a remake of John Woo's 1989 action thriller The Killer and Simon Kinberg's ensemble spy thriller 355. In addition, Nyong'o will narrate the Discovery Channel series Serengeti, about wildlife in the Serengeti ecosystem. Nyong'o will also make her writing debut with a book entitled Sulwe, which will be published by Simon & Schuster Books for young readers. Sulwe Luo for star is the story of a 5-year-old Kenyan girl, who has the darkest complexion in her family, for which Nyong'o drew upon her own childhood experiences. Nyong'o will re-team with the creatives behind Little Monsters for a comedy, sci-fi film.